Today's episode, doing an oil change on this, moving that car behind that, and then finally getting to work on the EP3. So I went ahead and got a new battery for this. It's in the trunk. Get that out, put it over here, move that over. I'm gonna take this apart, try to get the block sent out and have it fully rebuilt again. I gotta get rid of all this stuff. Normally I just throw this away, see if anybody wants it. I just throw it. And then try to organize as much as possible. So the new battery works, it's all fine. Power deduction, it is the alternator. Went ahead and turned it on and unplugged the power, shut it off. The car just shut off immediately. So I got the JDM alternator over here. Gonna go ahead and slap that one on, test it out, hopefully that works, and I'm set. If not, then I gotta go buy one of these. Just like the alternator swapped out, I went ahead and removed this, pulled it back like crazy. Was able to slide it out. Had to take off the reservoir too. Slide it out the way. Don't forget about that. This is the old one over here, the original one. So hopefully the JDM one works. Okay, I'm gonna be adding these LED reverse lights, front and rear signals, amber, and blinking brake lights on the EP3. So I end up going ahead and change out the shifters bushings on the linkage. Got these off of eBay. They're the same ones. I forgot what other brand they were, but I like them. They're on the TSX too, so simple. Take off the cotter pin and just slide it out. This comes out. So this slides up. So, and then just get a flathead Phillips or whatever. Stick it in there, rip it out. Yeah, so that's out. I'll go ahead and replace them real quick. Just slide it in. On the TSX, they don't have those little O-rings because they wouldn't go in. And then just, there's a C-clamp that can go on the bottom. And that's pretty much it. See what I mean? It sits in there, but I don't know. I think I might have to just put some WD-40, slide it through. So that seems like. So yeah, I took off the O-rings off this one because it just wasn't going in. It was like slight slop, maybe like 1/8, 1/16 of a 1/16. I don't know, I'll probably just put it on forcefully somehow. Come on. Alright, sorry I did film that because the shit is hot and burned my hand. And putting on the C-clamp was a mission, so the last piece of the puzzle. Little freaking thing. If I can even put it on one freaking hand. I'm not very good with my left, as you can see. Let me switch to the right. Still can't do it. Oh, come on, dude. Better not lose it. There you go. Piece of cake. So yeah. what the hell's going on. I want to say that like plastic piece moves in there. I don't know what the light is on this, but yeah, it's not here. Took it for a test drive. This thing is slow as fuck. Check engine light's the knock sensor, so I'll be changing out next weekend. It's so good not having a check engine light. Not me deleting the, unchecking some stuff like the evap canister, the purge. I don't need all that. Secondary O2 sensor, but I do need the primary. So it's so nice to be able to read my airflow ratios now. I don't like those numbers. I mean, that's good for driving around, but I don't like those numbers. Yep, I'm gonna change that. I'm gonna change that real quick. All right, so I got a chase on a battery drain problem. The alternator's not charging the battery, so first starting off with replacing the harness. I ordered the ELD, electric load detector. Hopefully that's bad. I'm just hoping it's bad. If not, then I gotta change out the multiplex, and if that's not it, then I gotta change out the ECU. So found a budget K-series swap harness. It's also a tuck harness. So hopefully this works. So first and foremost, I want to make sure these plugs, the ECU plugs, work on the factory ECU. And then, yeah, work on the side first, route it in there. Looks like it was already unplugged because it might have been swapped, or I don't know what. I don't know what the old owner did, but yeah. Slide that off. Okay, I think I found out what might be wrong with it. Yeah, I pulled this apart. There's the ECU, and then I looked in the bottom, and I don't know what the heck that is connected to. So hopefully this harness, looks like it's jumped. I don't know for what, but the new harness will make it work. Hopefully, let's see if it works. So I got most of it hooked up, but the only issue is not the knock sensor. Looks like the water temp sensor. Not the starter sensor or signal wire. And not the alternator. I'm missing the charge harness. So it would have to be a separate charge harness that I cannot make at the moment for the alternator, and going basically back to the battery. But somehow this is connected to the ECU, so yeah, that's not gonna work. Looks like I got a harness for sale. Alright, so learn from my mistakes. Double check everything that's plugged in. Pretty sure everybody knows that, but yeah, what happened was the knock sensor wasn't connected, so it wasn't picking up anything. I don't know how I don't recall disconnecting it. And then the charge harness, the one for the alternator, I guess, that big plug. I don't know if you can see it. Like somewhere, not that one, but that one wasn't all the way plugged in, and it wasn't charging. So yeah, low check engine lights, run smooth. I know it does. I gotta go give it an initial test drive. All right, let's go for a test drive with no issues. So the one issue, the maintenance required light, this button is broken. As you can see, it's not switching over. I have another cluster, but it has like 390,000 miles. I gotta use for like 40 bucks. That one works. I don't know if I can swap over the faces. I'm gonna try to do something, but let's go. Short shifter, stage 2 clutch, one more battery light, brake light comes off, everything comes off. Oh, SRS needs to be reset. Let's go do this. Oh, all right. Just by plugging in that knock sensor itself, once the knock sensor is damaged or not working, it pulls back a bunch of timing. The acceleration is there on this car now. Before, with that sensor being disconnected, I hit the gas. That's about the same. K28.3. I'm gonna do some test pulls. Again, this thing is so damn slow. I mean, it's economical, so it's fine.